All right, guys, check out what I found here. Some pottery here. Some more designs. It wows me to know, like, my people lived, especially in this heat. It's like 100 and something. Hi, everyone. It's Morning Star, aka Desert Girl. We are currently at SNAKETOWN on the Gila River Indian Reservation. As you may know, or if you've ever heard of this place, it's way out in the middle of the desert. It goes on for miles. It's a huge historic landmark. You will find pottery. You will find other Native American artifacts here. You cannot take, but you can look. You will, if you don't know anything about it, you should read on it. It's actually pretty cool. This is where the Hohokam people actually built a lot of our waterways, canals. Some of them they still use till this day.
What was taught to me by the Euro-Americans is that there's a people called the Hohokam who existed until a few hundred years ago, and then they vanished without a trace. Now, what does Hohokam mean?
Hohokam
Yeah.
is ancestors.
So ancestors, and the Hohokam are the ancestors of the Otham, correct?
Correct.
This is something that I've learned since I've been here in Arizona, because what I learned from the Euro-Americans before I had moved to Arizona is that the Hohokam, or your ancestors, had vanished without a trace some hundreds of years ago, and that the only thing left to really know that these people ever existed was some fragments of pottery and
Ancient artifacts.
And there was some ancient ruins and whatnot. But the fascinating thing, the thing that I found fascinating is, like, as you drive through Arizona, there's all kinds of canals and all kinds of this is something that that the Hohokam had done. These canal systems that they had built, they went through here, and these irrigation systems for farming and agriculture, which were quite impressive because they're pretty big. They go all the way through Arizona, all the way through these areas, and they were hand dug, which is really, really cool.
And still used.
And still used today. Yeah, that's something that's really, really fascinating. I learned when we went to the Water Rights Day celebration, I learned that some of the irrigation systems that they had, or the canal systems rather, they're still using them to this day, and they refined them and made it a little bit better. And
there's actually a lot of archaeological what he said, sites and different monuments and stuff that are still being used. We got the Casa Grande ruins out in Coolidge, Arizona.
Yeah, we've been there.
That is in one of our videos. That has been around for, oh my gosh,
I think they said
thousands of years.
Yeah, I think that they were last there about, they said, like 700 years ago.
Yeah,
that's a long time.
And then where did we go to? Montezuma's Castle.
Montezuma's Castle.
That's an amazing place. If you guys have not gone, it's in one of our videos too. You should check it out.
Sadavaki is another archaeological site where they have ruins. That's another one that you could definitely check out. And I think I've been there without you, and I think it would be really cool to go there with you so that you could check out some of the artifacts that they have. Some of them are legit, and some of them are made like replicas that they had made, which is whatever. We go there and check that out. But one thing for sure about this area that I learned is that if you went back in time a couple hundred years ago, this landscape might have looked a little bit different, because you see the river used to free flow all through this area, and there was probably cottonwoods and what were the other trees?
Mesquite.
The mesquites. There were it was probably a couple degrees cooler and really, really nice here. And what had happened, what I learned, and this is something that I didn't know until I moved to Arizona, is that when the settling prospectors had came here, they had dammed off the water and maybe diverted some of the water to go elsewhere. And now, if you look here, all that's really left, we got some dry, dusty sand, sun scorched. It's just dry, bone dry, crumbling dust. And you imagine if you were here, if you went back in time a few hundred years ago, this would probably all be a little bit more lush and green.
And like they know how to survive with limited water, which is pretty cool. But I always think about our animals, our coyotes, you know, our wild water. Pigs, our horses. We have donkeys out on the Hohokam Reservation. Horses, cows, you know, all of those that are out and free.
Where's the Hohokam Nation in relation to the Gila River Reservation?
So it's more southern, the southern part of Arizona. So it's right near that Mexico border. You know what? There's actually some of my reses resided on that Mexican border, on the Mexico, actually in Mexico, may I say. We got a lot of our people that are in Mexico, you know.
What is going on right now? You got the chief over there.
So Jose Vernon is out at the Hohokam Reservation, I believe in San Miguel. They actually have put no trespassing signs because they're trying to build the border wall on our reservation. First of all, we didn't give you permission. They are going out there illegally, the contractors, to build it. So we're trying to put a stop to that.
So when you say no trespassing, does that mean any non-tribal members are
So non-tribal members are not allowed out there right now. Yes, non-tribal members are not allowed. And it's not because we don't want other Native Americans there. It's because we don't want the contractors that are going out there illegally and trying to put up a wall that is on our reservation. That's our land. Why are you destroying our land and trying to take some of our land away from us, saying it doesn't belong to us or it's not ours or you can do whatever you want with it? No.
Well, one thing too that I learned from your family and from you and from some of the people in the community is that as they're going through building this wall, they're, for example, they had bulldozed through an ancient sacred geoglyph site that had been there for like over 1,000 years.
I think it was a cemetery.
There were several. There was a geoglyph site. There were cemeteries. They're going through and building the wall right in the middle of villages where, you know, like you said, there's
yeah, some of our, you know, there's a cemetery on one side and a village on the other, and that border wall goes between. So we can't go visit our loved ones on the other side because now we got to go through the border crossing and all that, which we never had to before. It's tearing our people apart. You know, it's sad. You know, we've and then, you know, all these water things that are going on. Not sure if anybody knows about it, but I've seen that Colorado River is trying to take 30% of Arizona's water, trying to stop it from coming here. Not sure what's going on with that or what's going on. You know, I worry for my people. I worry that they're going to try to take everything back away from us and we're going to be left with nothing again. So we got to start fighting, guys. We got to start voicing ourselves, voicing
it's
our
good
kids.
That what's his name, Jose Vernon, the chief of your tribe, is out there. It's really, really good that at least he's out there and he's physically there in real time saying, hey, I'm the one who's representing this tribe and this reservation, and you're not going to come here and just take anything anymore.
I think it's Vernon Jose.
Vernon Jose, I apologize. I'm still learning. I've only been here a couple of years. I'm learning a lot about the culture. And, you know, if everything that you're telling me is correct, especially about the Hohokam and about all that, they're going to have to rewrite the history books.
You know what's funny is like they don't teach any of this in the history. No. You know, like he said, and they didn't tell us you guys were still here.
No,
he didn't know anything about us when he first got to Arizona. 7 years ago, this man did not know Native Americans existed.
They said you guys are gone.
He thought Mexican people were Native American, or Native Americans were Mexican.
As close to natives as you can get was a Mexican. This is what they're gonna have to rewrite history in the textbooks. They're gonna have to make new textbooks with new information because with the information they have,
it's not true.
Hundreds of years ago,
We're still here.
You're still here, which is oh my God, you're still here. You exist, but that's not what they're teaching in school. So you have to rewrite these books, and that's why part of the reason why I wanted to come here with you, and I wanted to get some more educators to come and help, if need be, rewrite the history. It's a beautiful history. Behind the scenes, unbeknownst to the Euro-Americans and the other people in the world, what the Hohokam are doing with their ceremonies and there's certain things that they've been doing, these traditions.
Weaving,
they are
medicine bags. We've
all
got
this
a
stuff
lot of
is
things that we are still practicing.
And keeping the universe in perfect harmonious balance from the way that I see it. Can we walk around and now there should be some archaeological stuff. There's fragments of pottery. There's all kinds of stuff. We can't touch anything. I definitely can't touch anything. The only thing I plan on leaving is footprints and taking, or how do you say, the only thing I'm planning on taking is memories, and the only thing I will leave is footprints. That's the rule, how it's supposed to go. But can we walk around a little bit and you can show us, maybe we'll stumble
which way let's go that way. This ground is real soft. Some parts. It's beautiful rock. A lot of beautiful rocks, actually.
Well, look at this. One thing you're going to find a lot of here on the reservation, these shell casings, bullets, people coming out here shooting. Look at this. They're everywhere. The whole ground of the reservation is just completely littered with shell casings. So besides the pottery and the artifacts and the broken beer bottles, there's a heck of a lot of these shell casings. I mean, everywhere you look. Again, like I was saying, with the shell casings everywhere on the reservation. It's pretty fascinating. I mean, the whole entire floor here is covered with these. People come here for target practice, you know, on all different kinds of guns and ammunition, and wow, just kind of something cool to see. I mean, just literally the whole entire floor, every square inch where you look, you're gonna find these. Morning Star walking ahead over there.
All right, guys, check out what I found here. Some pottery here. Looks like here there's like some kind of figure on it. And then it's up here too. Let's see if we can find some more. Oh, look, designs. Some more designs. Yeah, there's one stuck in the rock here. You can see it. Yeah, there's a few actually. The big piece right here. You know what's so cool is like my ancestors made these, guys. Like, I'll never get to meet them, but I know they really worked hard out here in the desert. You know, they had to hunt. They had to bring water. They had to, I wouldn't even say sow, because they used sweetgrass and stuff to make things. Like, we have it here, we just go to the store and buy a piece of clothing. You know, they had to make it. So it wows me to know, like, my people lived, especially in this heat. It's like 100 and something during the summertime here in Arizona, and like for my ancestors to be out here in the heat, working, growing their own food, going and carrying big old things of water that they made, like they have to made the carrying stuff for the water. Like it's fascinating. Like, talk about hard workers. See what else we can find out here. What is this? Huh.
Let's see.
What is this? It's like a... I wonder what kind of stone that is. It's like a deep emerald. That is pretty cool.
Do you think that somebody made that, or is that some kind of a tool?
Looks like. I mean, look at how pointy it looks.
Wow. I have no idea what that is or what it was used for. That does not look like it was just naturally made. It looks like some kind of a man-made tool.
Maybe to like a... I don't know. That is so cool. Yeah, it feels like you hold it like this.
Who knows? Wow.
Like this.
You can only wonder and imagine, huh?
That is awesome.
In the back where you found it, huh?
Yep. I really hope nobody sees that and takes it, because that's pretty cool. At least we got it on video. We know where it goes if we see it.
This, unfortunately or fortunately, we're not going to disclose this location.
No, we're not.
If you know, you know. If you don't, I mean, this stuff was here for hundreds, maybe thousands of years, and
we don't plan on it leaving.
We don't plan on it leaving. It really is hard to imagine people living out here in this desert. It's dry, it's hot. I mean, it's harsh conditions. It really is. The whole summer long is extreme, dangerous temperatures. All the animals and all the plants, whether they're insects trying to sting you or bite you, or the animals or the plants with the thorns, everything's trying to get you. It's real survival out here. I mean, whoa, shit.
See?
No, you got to be careful with everything. I mean, just imagine how people had to live and survive out here hundreds of years ago without any of the modern day comforts or amenities, or you didn't have a gas station 200 years ago to just go to and get something to drink. If there was a drought, it was dry. And sure, I'm thirsty now. Luckily, we got a car, and we could just jump in the car and drive to the gas station a few miles down the road. But what did you do a couple hundred years ago? Dig a hole, keep digging until you found water, go to a wash, walk to a river? Gee, I don't know. Hey, can we go over here?
It's really dry out here. To bring to your attention a little bit, just some of the things my Hohokam people do make. We do gourd rattles. You will see these in several ceremonial powwows. You'll see them. The gourd dancers. This is one I actually made myself. I used for the handle, we used the saguaro rib from a saguaro cactus. Of course, you got your gourd. Really nice flute player drawing. The flute man, flute player. It's named different things. I say the flute player. And then also my Hohokam people do make baskets. This is my seashell basket necklace. Inside of it is sweetgrass, and then regular basket weaving on the outer side. And then, of course, my shells. A lot of Hohokam people wear them. We actually, us desert people, actually traveled, our ancestors traveled to the Sea of Cortez to get sea salt and shells. They traveled to get it. and they make beautiful pieces just like this. Very sacred to us. You know, I'm grateful to be, you know, a grandchild of an indigenous culture. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for following us on Pilgrimage to the Past, our YouTube channel. We appreciate it and hope you enjoy.